Bledsoe was arrested.
Patrick Montgomery was in court.
Jonathan Manapa will stay in federal custody.
No, I don't take responsibility at all.
Everyone, welcome to the show. So 32-year-old Tennessee resident Eric Munchel is probably one of the most infamous January 6th defendants. He was nicknamed Zip Tie Guy because he was seen in the Senate chamber. He was wearing tactical gear and he was carrying zip ties. Well, on January 6th, Munchel went to the Capitol with his mother, Lisa Eisenhart, and Munchel was carrying a taser on his hip. He also had his cell phone affixed to the front of his vest, so it recorded all of their crimes throughout that entire day. And as Munchel and his mom pushed through the crowd, his mom was heard shouting out, encouraging the crowd, telling them, let's go in, let's go, push. His mom also told him, quote, "We're going straight to federal prison if we go in there with weapons." And so Munchel replied, quote, "Yeah, that's why I'm not going in." Then his mom suggested that maybe they should put their weapons in their backpacks, but ultimately they decided to leave their weapons outside before going in. And as they were stashing their stuff on the side of the Capitol, Munchel made another comment about how he needed to, quote, "take my weapons off before I go in there." And then he mentioned having a knife. So we know he at least had a knife and a taser. He also, as I mentioned, had the taser on his hip, which he carried inside the building. So he left the knife behind, but he took the taser in. As they neared the Capitol, Munchel was heard saying, quote, "We ain't playing fucking nice no goddamn more." And then his mother agreed with him. And then another man in the crowd made a comment about their tactical vests. And Munchel told the man, quote, "We're fucking ready to fuck shit up." And while they were climbing the inauguration scaffolding to get to the Capitol and get inside, Munchel was heard on video saying, quote, "Probably the last time I'll be able to enter the building with armor and fucking weapons. I guess they thought that we were playing." So again, he at least had the taser. He may have had more. He said weapons, plural, so we don't know. Moments later, he and his mom were seen illegally entering the Capitol. The alarms were blaring. They made their way through various areas of the building, and then they reached the third floor and they headed to the Senate. Well, on their way to the Senate, Munchel spotted some zip ties that the police had left behind, and he stole them. They then entered the Senate gallery, and Munchel's mom said to him, quote, "I'm gonna get arrested right this minute." So reality seemed to kind of kick in for the two of them, because then Munchel also said to his mom, "We need to ditch the zip ties," or something to that effect. At that point, he and his mom exited the Senate. They also left the Capitol. And then the following day, they were both interviewed by a reporter from the London Times. And Munchel told the reporter, quote, "We wanted to show that we're willing to rise up, band together, and fight if necessary. Same as our forefathers who established this country in 1776. It was a kind of flexing of muscles. The intentions of going in there were not to fight the police. The point of getting inside the building is to show them that we can and we will." So Munchel was arrested on January 10th of 2021, and in a superseding indictment, he was charged with conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstructing an official proceeding, entering a restricted building with a deadly or dangerous weapon, disorderly conduct in a restricted building with a deadly or dangerous weapon, possession of a dangerous weapon on Capitol grounds, entering the Gallery of Congress, disorderly conduct in a Capitol, and parading or demonstrating in a Capitol. So Munchel refused a plea deal. And as with his mother in April of 2023, following a stipulated bench trial, he was convicted on all 8 counts. So based on the most serious felony conviction, he was facing up to 20 years in prison, 3 years of probation, and $250,000 in fines. However, the government requested a sentence of 57 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. Now, Munchel has a bit of a criminal history, although the majority of the charges are for possession of weed. So, not major crimes. This was between 2011 and 2014. There was only one arrest and charge for 2 counts of battery, and that was in 2013. But the authorities, for some reason, declined to prosecute in 2015. At his sentencing hearing, Munchel still tried to make excuses for his actions. He spoke, and he said that he only went to D.C. to protect his mother, which, based on his comments, is a little hard to believe. And then he also told the judge, quote, "I know that my actions were inexcusable and wrong." So U.S. District Judge Royce Lamberth presided over Munchel's case, and he told both Munchel and his mom that they were, quote, "basically good people." And he said that he believed they had accepted responsibility for their crimes. However, in the end, the judge sentenced Munchel to 57 months in prison, 3 years of probation, and $2,000 in restitution. So the government got everything they asked for. That is definitely more like it. And Judge Mehta needs to take notes. He needs to maybe sit in on a few sentencings with Judge Lamberth. But, this is the judge I've mentioned to you guys before who got burned early on by a Trump supporter who feigned remorse. And then the following night she went on Fox and just completely downplayed everything that she and others did. So he is not a one to, be a fool twice. So I'll just put it that way. Anyway, I'll let you all know if I hear any more. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Please like this video, share it with others, become a subscriber if you have not, become a donor if possible, or leave a tip or super thanks, whatever you can do to help. Greatly appreciate it. Love you all. I'll talk with you soon. Take care.